Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Jack Hall, WCHT News. Time for another edition of Delta Rendezvous. And today we are talking racing, stock car racing, with a couple of local folks. You probably, if you know anything about racing in the area, have heard the Ives name. And Ben is here. How you doing, Ben?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thanks, Jack.
Hey, congratulations on your recent marriage. She's obviously better looking than you.
True. Very true. Thank you.
Okay.
Yep.
And the little guy's here again. Jordan Ives. How you doing, bud?
Good, how are you?
Good. 15 years old, and he's still can't drive on our streets, right?
Nope, not yet.
Yeah. Well, Ben, why don't you tell me a little about your family history, because a lot of guys in your family have been in various levels of racing. Of course, Greg right now is with Junior Motorsports. We'll talk a little about him, but it goes well back beyond him.
Yeah, it actually shoots back to my grandpa Roger Ives, who raced late models himself, and he also drag raced with his brothers. And, you know, I'm not sure if it even goes back farther than that, but that's as far as we know as my grandpa Roger. So it's 3 generations. My grandpa Roger, my dad Steve, my uncle Greg, Jordan, myself. We've all raced, and it's just been something that we've enjoyed as a family, something we can get together and talk about, something we can do together. And, yeah, it's just been an enjoyable sport to be part of. But,
Ben, all kinds of different racing. I mean, you know, Jordan was bummed out when the ice races on the river were canceled the other day. So it isn't just the late models. You get the little sprint cars and go on the ice and the dirt, hey?
Yeah, I mean, it started back to we've all been involved in riding motorbikes just around our house. My dad and I built a figure 8 behind our house, 10 years before Jordan was born. And we used to ride motorbikes back there, bomber cars. I mean, it's just always been something we've loved to do. But Jordan started out at 5 racing on the ice on bikes. And I'd like to take some of the credit with him getting back into racing, because I dug out one of our old sprint cars with Danny Beauchamp, and we fixed it up, put it back together, and put it on the ice. And my dad came back around to the ice then because of that with Jordan. And, of course, Jordan needed to get in one of those once he saw that. So we dug out the old relic, the old junior sprint, and that's when Jordan started in 4 wheels then.
So tell me, 5 years old racing, how did you do?
It started out rough, just young and just trying to my hardest just to go out and have fun. And, it didn't really matter back then if I won or not. I was just going out with my friends and racing and just having a good time.
And you still don't care about winning, right?
It's changed a little bit. We don't care about winning. We want to win, but if we don't, we still have fun at the track, and it's still a blast.
Now, Ben, tell me a little about Greg, because he's living a dream right now down in North Carolina. He's with Junior Motorsports, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and some exciting news for him.
Yeah, for sure. For those that know Greg or know of his history, he's been involved in NASCAR for many years now. He was an engineer for Jimmy Johnson for 5 of his championships. He moved over to Junior Motorsports and started racing with Regan Smith. He was Regan's crew chief. This year, just released today, actually, he is now the crew chief for Chase Elliott, Bill Elliott's son, for the number 9 car, sponsored by Napa, and the Junior Motorsports team for Nationwide. And, so they're pretty excited about that. Chase is an awesome up-and-coming driver, only 18 years old.
Well, and who's on the phone, Ben?
Oh, we got Greg on the phone now.
Uncle Greg, we were just talking about you. You called in a great time. How you doing, man?
I'm doing really well, actually.
Yeah, I guess so. When you move up to the next level there within Junior Motorsports, how did that all come about for you now to be crew chief for Chase Elliott? You were with Regan earlier, right?
Yeah, I mean, as far as a move up, it's still at the same level crew chief-wise, but, it's a great development here at Junior Motorsports, having, 3 great drivers coming in with Regan and Chase, and, Kevin Harvick running the 5. So it was just, something that came about with the 3 people that are mainly in charge, with Dale Jr., Kelly Earnhardt Miller, and Mr. Hendricks. So they felt like, that was the best lineup for the guys they have, and also, Chase being an up-and-coming driver and potentially me being an up-and-coming crew chief, So, I'm excited about that opportunity.
Yeah, he's only 18 years old, and we're talking with Jordan. Jordan's 15. Good crop of young drivers. Of course, Chase higher up on the food chain than Jordan is right now, but you see potential for Jordan to get there too, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. He definitely has the talent to do it. The one thing that makes it in this sport that you have to overcome if you don't have the money to do it is the talent and the desire. So I definitely see that in him, and every day I try to push him even harder to achieve his goals that he has in front of him. But it definitely takes the money to get you to that next level, or to push you that much further. But you can't get there if you don't have the effort and the talent to do it as well.
So what do you think about that, Jordan?
I think it's amazing, and I'm just happy that he's my uncle, and we get to do all this stuff with him and just have him supporting us like this.
So, Greg, is your job going to change at all? Obviously with a different driver, but will things be different for you going forward here, new season?
No, basically, my goals and my the things that I have to do week in and week out, day in, day out, it's still going to be the same, just trying to put the best race car on track for my driver, and that's going to be Chase this year, and just got to learn him a little bit differently than I learned Regan. Going into this year, I felt, a year experience with Regan, we're going to, really develop our chemistry and our relationship and be able to take it to the next level and compete for that championship. But with Chase being a new driver and a young driver, it also gives me a great opportunity to take my experience, that I have right now and pass it on to him and maybe, still do great things with him, win races, and potentially run for that championship. And, our goals are the same: win races, win championships. But first, we got to be competitive each week. We have to finish each race and each lap and gain as much experience as possible. And I talked to Chase about our limitations are going to be only set by us. Him as a driver, myself as a crew chief. That's who sets the limitations. Nobody else around us. Not by the equipment, not by the people we have. It's just we can't limit ourselves in what we want to accomplish. And when you do that, then you might as well not be in that position anymore.
Okay, so Greg, how many people are you going to have working for you then in this setup?
Well, typically on a race weekend, we have 12 people that travel with us on different variants of people. Some of them, a front-end mechanic here and there, underneath mechanic, car chief, those type of stuff. But, back in the shop, last year we had about 36 to 40 individuals putting together race cars, including our road crew. And, we upped that to, with a 3-car team, they're around probably about 45 people right now. So it's definitely, when you start adding teams and you have to add the people to support them. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to make that happen at the shop.
Well, Greg, we're going to let you go here in a second and finish talking. But, Ben, you want to say something here real quick?
Well, yeah, I'm excited for you, Greg, with your position with Chase, and we believe in you, and we know that you're gonna become a champion crew chief someday. And this year looks like it could be the year. Last year did as well, but he's always, anytime he gets his hands on someone, he turns it into gold. He really is a hard worker, so we're proud of Greg for that. And, just wanted to touch on a point that Greg made as, he said you can have all the talent in the world and sometimes you need the money as well, but both go hand in hand. And Jordan does have the talent and the drive, and he's continually showing that. But, that's where this contest that we entered in, the Champion Spark Plug Contest, Search for a Champion, there's $50,000 on that. So that's where the money comes in.
Yeah, and you definitely need people, to believe in Jordan, people to believe in our family and what we set out to do. So, if you want to support a kid, support somebody that has good morals, somebody who's got the talent, somebody who has a drive. Jordan's one of those kids that we can, your other kids can look up to. And if the one thing I want to stress about local racetracks or local people, if you don't support the locals or the local drivers, you're never going to have people who venture out and try to do great things. And, for me, my path came about because I had people who supported me, not just my family, but people in my racing family. So, if they didn't believe in me, just like if people don't believe in Jordan, he's not going to be able to accomplish his dreams, and we need everybody, So, I appreciate it, what, the local community has done for me, whether it was Norway Speedway, Escanaba Speedway, all those places, I always loved going to those tracks, and, I always felt accepted even to this day, but it's one of those things that if you don't have that support, it can kind of get cut short too. So, let's make sure that doesn't happen.
Well, congratulations again to you, and thanks for doing this. We'll talk about the contest here for Jordan here. Guys, say bye to Uncle Greg.
See you, Greg.
Yeah, see you, Greg.
All right, see ya. You guys have a good day.
Yeah, you
good
too.
night.
All right, so Greg Ives on the phone. Good news for him. He's in Carolina, is he right now?
Yeah, North Carolina.
Okay. So now we're going to talk a little more about Jordan's racing and a video on the Champion Spark Plugs people I'm sure know about, and they have a website. Jordan, tell me about this video.
It's pretty good. We threw it together in a couple of days and got it on the website, and voting started yesterday, and we're just trying to rack up the votes, hoping everyone will vote for us so we could have a chance to win this money. And we'd like you to go to JordanIvesRacing.com. You can click on the contest right there and go to my video and vote for me right on there.
Now, what's the prize here?
You have a chance to win $50,000, and 14 other drivers will win $5,000.
Now, I looked down there, and there's like over 1,000 videos.
Yeah.
And you need to be in the top 15 to get some cash, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's another a buddy of yours, right, who's from our area, who's also got a video on there.
Yeah, Dan Boshaw. He's a good guy. He races off-road trucks, and we'd like for both of us to get in the top 15. That'd be great.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he doesn't race the same vehicles you do.
No,
he's an off-road racer. But so, Ben, how'd you guys find out about this? And this contest is, that money would come in handy for someone from a small town like Gladstone.
Yeah, for sure. Someone had brought it up to my dad. I'm not even sure who, and he brought it up to me that, Champion Spark Plugs is running this contest. They've done it a couple years, and they give away some really good sponsorship money, and you also get some really good exposure on their website. But unfortunately, we had like 5 days to get this thing entered in when we found out, and we thought, we won't be able to get that done. But then I seen Danny Bolshaw's, and I'm like, yeah, he got his done, and I was proud of Danny for what he did, and it just made me kind of excited about it. I said, you know what, we need to get one done for Jordan. So I just had Jordan over. We scripted it out, and basically all it was is recapping history, his race history, and shot some video at 9 at night and on New Year's Day down at the shop, and I went home with a program that I hadn't used before and whipped it together, and that's what we got. And a lot of people have liked the video, and a lot of people are saying, I've learned a lot about Jordan in that last 2 minutes that I've never known about his race career. So,
well, and not just that, but I mean, there's like family photos when you were a little baby. Do you like looking at those, Jordan? Or they?
Yeah, it's pretty fun going back and seeing all the pictures of our old race years.
Yeah. So it runs just over 2 minutes.
Yep.
Where could people see this video and then vote for it, and how does the voting go?
Well, the original website is alwaysachampion.com, but we can get you to Jordan's link to where his video is, because like you said, there's like 1,000 videos in there.
Yeah.
So if you want to access Jordan's video, go to jordanivesracing.com, and that's JordanIvesRacing.com. And if you scroll down to the news, you'll see where it said that the voting has kicked off. Click on there, and it'll bring you right to his site. And you just need to sign up, give him your email address, and enter into Champion's website, and then you click and vote for him. You can go back daily and vote for him and other drivers like Danny Boshaw. And the more you vote, the more chance you have to win some Champion swag like shirts and hats.
Or maybe some spark plugs. I think I might need some new ones in my vehicle. So, Jordan, when's the next time we're going to see you race?
Next weekend on the ice, actually, on Sunday. We're going to head out there with my four-wheeler and my sprint car and go have fun.
And how about you, Ben?
Oh, man. I always catch slack from people like, you got that sprint car ready yet? And I'm farther away as of 2 days ago than I was 2 days ago because Jordan came and robbed my tires off of it. So,
Well, anyways, we're about done with the program here. It was great to have Greg on. It was kind of weird that he called right in the middle of when we were talking about him. It was like he knew.
Yep. He's clairvoyant. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, well, again, the website is jordanivesracing.com, and we've linked to it at rrnsports.com. I got your pictures, by the way, Jordan.
All right.
So we'll put those on there. He emailed them to me at like 1:30 in the morning.
Nice.
Well, you had nothing else to do with no school, right? Mm-hmm. And by the way, on the way out, we'll talk quickly. How's your leg doing? You had that accident. The car fell on it, and then you had to go back in recently. How's the leg?
It's doing great, actually. It feels 100 times better than it did before, and I'm just excited to get this race season on with it and just, have some fun.
And no more cars falling on your leg, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, Ben and Jordan and Greg a little earlier, thanks for being here. Good luck. Everybody go to jordanivesracing.com and vote for that video. Good luck. And that's our program for this morning. We'll check the weather and business news next on News Talk 600.